Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm here for my 30 week of pregnancy update and I'm really excited to be at 30 weeks. That means we're getting so close to meeting Skyla and it's just really exciting and overwhelming and kind of scary, but I'm just really so happy to be in the final countdown. As you know, I started going back to spin class and I was going to a place called Cycle Bar because my place was too far away and it was just taking too much time out of my day. And I was going to Cycle Bar. I went for a full week and it was amazing. I was actually starting to see results in just 1 week. And I was feeling a lot better. I was looking a lot better. It seemed like I was, finally found something that I was really in love with. And then when I looked into getting like a full-blown membership, I was on their new client like special price. So it was your first class free and then 3 classes for like $29, I think. And so I had gone for 4 days, and then when my trial period was up, I went to go look and see what it would cost to continuously go to Cycle Bar and do 5 classes per week. And even if you buy their most expensive package, which obviously when you buy more credits at a time, it makes each of your individual classes a cheaper price. They don't have like a monthly membership like Revolution Studio does. So when I looked it up and calculated it all, even if I bought the biggest package and got the cheapest prices, it would still cost me $360 a month, I think. If I calculated it correctly, around $360 a month to spend 5 times per week. And I don't know whose budget that's in, but it's definitely not in my budget. So what I decided to do is just buy my own spin bike. Just bite the bullet and buy my own spin bike. So I bought a really not cheap, but not super expensive Schwinn bike. And it's in my garage right now. And I'm waiting now on my pedals because I have to do it where you clip in or it just doesn't work out for me. So I'm waiting on my pedals right now because I already have my spin shoes with the cleats on the bottom that clip into the pedals. And once those get here, I am going to be ready to spin in my garage at my own house. So I'm really excited about that. I'll keep you guys updated and let you know how that's going because I've been really enjoying spinning. I've gotten to the point in my pregnancy where I'm quite big and I was giving myself artificial tans on my own like a mousse and I was applying it to my whole body, but it's very uncomfortable to bend and move and like lift my legs up and get all the angles in my body that I need to get, and it's just getting really hard for me to do that. So what I decided to do is instead of applying the mousse to my body, I have gone back to getting Versa spray tan. It's a lot easier to just stand there and let the machine spray you rather than applying it to your body. Now I know that since I'm pregnant, I can't be breathing any of the fumes in because you don't want to breathe any foreign chemicals into your body, especially not DHA when you're pregnant. And so I have to use like all of the full body protection, like nose piece, we're talking the whole shebang, so that I don't inhale any of it or get it into my body. Although I do want to say, I think that it would take a lot of DHA to cause any harm, but I just go ahead and take the proper precautions. There's a fan inside the booth, so it sucks all the extra spray tan up into the fan, so you're really not in there just like inhaling a ton of spray tan DHA formula. It's not as intense as a lot of people make it seem. So I'm definitely not saying that if you're pregnant you should just go get a spray tan. I'm just saying for me, I feel like, especially since I'm in the 3rd trimester, getting a spray tan while I'm using the proper protection is okay. Later on down the road, studies may come out saying pregnant women should not spray tan, but right now that's not the case. And my doctor basically said there's not a high enough amount of anything for it to really enter your bloodstream and cause any harm, so that's what I'm going with. I had another thought that I can't believe I didn't bring up sooner because this is something that is actually really kind of a big deal. I may have mentioned before that before I got pregnant, I was taking Adderall almost every single day except for the weekends for work because I have pretty intense ADHD, and Adderall is like one of the only things that would help me like get through the workday, get things done, stay on task, and it really has helped me out through my life. Now, whenever you get pregnant, you cannot take Adderall at all. I stopped taking Adderall when I stopped taking birth control cold turkey. I didn't wean myself off. I didn't wean myself off. I just went cold turkey right when I went off my birth control. And I was so excited about getting pregnant that it was way more important. That's way more important to me than the benefits that I had when I was taking the Adderall. Obviously, there's been a big change in for me since going off Adderall psychologically and in a lot of ways. But one thing that I wanted to point out that I hadn't even really thought about before was that I don't know what the effects of being on Adderall long term are and then not being on it. I don't know what that does to your body, and especially in terms of weight gain. And I haven't even brought that up to my doctor. You know, Adderall does help suppress your appetite. That is not what Adderall is for, but it does suppress your appetite, and it makes a lot of people lose weight. Taking it over a long period of time, I feel like it does have to affect your appetite and your metabolism and the whole shebang. Once you've been on it for a long time, it really regulates out, as it did for me. You're not like, when you first start taking it, you lose a lot of weight, then it regulates out your weight and you kind of go back to a normal weight. I don't know if this is scientifically accurate or not, but I feel like you probably would gain weight whether you were pregnant or not if you stopped taking Adderall abruptly, or even if you weaned yourself off, because you are hungrier. There is no doubt that when you're taking Adderall versus when you're not taking Adderall, that you're a lot hungrier when you're not taking it. So I want to say that that probably has contributed to the large amount of weight that I gained. I'm by no means not taking responsibility for my weight gain. It is my fault that I've gained too much weight during this pregnancy because I took eat whatever you want way too seriously, and I've eaten whatever I want, and I haven't worked out throughout the whole pregnancy. But I do want to say I think that cutting cold turkey on Adderall has an effect on that. My belly is getting so big at this point that I'm like bumping into things because sometimes I forget that I have it and I kind of just act like things are normal, and I'll bump in, like if I'm doing something over the sink, I'll bump my belly into the sink, or I'll bump it into the corner. It's really bad. I need to be a lot more careful with that, but it's easy to forget that you've got this big belly sometimes. Most of the time it's not easy to forget, but sometimes it is, and you find yourself just like feeling like there's this big foreign object on your stomach. Nick and I watched The Business of Being Born, which is a documentary. If you haven't seen it and you're pregnant, it's definitely a good thing to watch. It's on Netflix right now for free. So we watched that and we had a lot of mixed feelings about it. It's basically, I feel like they were definitely trying to push their agenda, and they really liked to show their side of things, just like every documentary does. But I agreed with a lot of the things in the documentary, but at the same time, for us, we just feel more comfortable giving birth in a hospital, regardless of all of the shade that's been thrown at giving birth in a hospital or not having a natural birth. That's just what we feel comfortable doing, and I totally respect anyone who decides to have a natural birth or a home birth or have a midwife instead of going to the hospital. But just for us, I don't see that ever happening, even though we both were looking at each other throughout a lot of it going, yeah, that's pretty accurate, and we agreed with a lot of the things that were in the documentary. So if you haven't seen it, I think that it's a good thing to watch. My hands are starting to swell, and you probably know that I normally wear a pinky ring on this finger, and I can't wear it anymore. It's gotten to the point where it's way too tight. So my wedding ring still fit, but no more pinky ring. I've touched on this before, but I wanted to bring it back up again just because it keeps happening and I keep thinking of more things that I have to say about it. Unless you are a close friend or family member of someone, or unless someone directly asks you for your advice or your input on something very personal and intimate in their life, like let's say their pregnancy, their baby, their marriage, their pets, their career. If you do not have something positive to say to that person about those things, it's best to just not say anything, because even if you have the best intentions in the world and you really are thinking that you want to help this person out, even if you're not meaning for it to come across this way, the other person takes it as you think that they need this advice, or that you know better than them, or that they don't know how to take care of their baby, or they don't know what to do in their own marriage, or they don't know what to do with their own kids or their own dogs or their own career. These are big topics. And with my pregnancy, when people come across and start telling me what I should be doing with my pregnancy or what I should be doing with Skyland, she's not even here yet, it comes off like you don't think that I can handle my own child or my own body or my own baby. It's very offensive, even if you have the best of intentions. So once again, unless someone asks you for your advice, or you're a very close friend or family member, unless it's a positive thing, just zip it up. I've been noticing little peach fuzz on my back. I've never had peach fuzz on my back before, but applying my body lotion and stuff lately, I've noticed that I'm getting like a downy fur all over my body. My stomach is so sensitive. It's insane how sensitive my stomach is, and I think that I finally figured out it's spicy food. It's anything with jalapenos, anything spicy, anything that's got a kick to it. My stomach, now that I'm pregnant, cannot handle it. And whenever I was going through those stomach issues that I had talked about a few times on here, when I look back, every time I had those issues, it was because I ate something spicy. So I think that pregnancy has just made my stomach sensitive. I have been pretty overwhelmed and pretty tired because I do have a lot of things on my plate, and I'm more overwhelmed than I would be if I wasn't pregnant. And also, since we were already on the topic of Adderall before, it's really hard for me to organize my thoughts a lot of the time, especially not having the Adderall that I'm used to. I'm a lot more overwhelmed. So I think that the pregnancy plus the hormones plus not being medicated for my ADHD really gets to me sometimes, and I think that it can be a really intense combination of things. Every time I've come on here and had a new stretch mark cream, balm, lotion, oil, whatever, I've thought that it was the best one that I've ever tried in my life. And I've come on and I've been like, this one's amazing, this one's even better than the last. And truthfully, they all really have been better than the last. And I have found a ton of different stretch mark creams, butters, oils, etc. They're phenomenal. But let me tell you what it all boils down to. I don't like oils because it takes forever to seep into the skin. So unless it's right before bed, anything that's oily or greasy I can't do, because I have to put clothes on, I have to just walk around, and I think that it's disgusting to be oily and greasy with putting clothes on top of it throughout the day. So that's got to be a nighttime thing for me. So that being said, I've really been leaning towards creams and lotions. I've tried the Dream Belly Butter, absolutely loved it, still love it. I would still use it today if I had it, but I'm out of it. So I've purchased other things. I didn't like that it was so thick that I couldn't rub, it took so long to rub in because I'd be in there applying it forever. But overall, I thought it was a great belly butter. I've used other lotions that were good but sticky. I don't like anything that's sticky. I had not found until this point a creamy lotion that felt really nice on my skin, that felt just like a normal lotion, like how a normal lotion should feel, you know, that was meant for stretch marks. And I have used the Palmer's in the past, the cocoa butter stretch mark formula. The smell of it's okay. The consistency of it is pretty much just like a regular lotion. It's okay, and I do like it. The Palmer's that I have right now is the one that's more of like an oily base. It's in the tub, and I showed it to you, I think, in one of my previous videos, and I use that at night, and I really like it for nighttime but not for the daytime. Before that, in the very beginning, I had the stretch mark lotion, and I would have no problem going back to that if I hadn't found what I'm about to show you. You guys know me, and you know that I love ratings, reviews, everything. And I've tried a million different stretch mark creams, and like I said before, they honestly just keep on getting better. This stretch mark cream I ordered online, and I think you can even get this at Babies R Us. This is a stretch mark cream by Nuby, and it's a Brazil nut formula. This is the best smelling, most phenomenal stretch mark cream, lotion, whatever you want to call it, that I've tried so far in this pregnancy, because 1, it's not sticky, 2, it's not greasy, 3, it smells the best out of any of the ones that I've tried besides some of the oils, but like I said, those have to be used at night. And I apply this all over my whole body. I thought I only bought 1, but I accidentally bought 3, and I'm actually so excited that I bought 3 because I'm going to go through these so fast. So I'm going to show you what the consistency is like, because it's just like a regular lotion. You could compare this to a regular lotion. It rubs in really quickly, and that's good for saving time, and the smell is so good. It's like a perfume. I'm just obsessed, and I want to say they're like $4.50 a piece. I do want to say that I think that there's a big like stretch mark myth out there about, with some people thinking that they found like this special formula to not getting stretch marks during their pregnancy, because I have heard from doctors, I've read in books, all the research that I've done on stretch marks says they are hereditary. If you get stretch marks in your pregnancy, it's not because you didn't apply enough stretch mark cream. Don't make other people feel bad if they get stretch marks by saying like, oh, well, I applied this magic cream every morning and every night and I never got stretch marks, so you should do that, or you'll get stretch marks unless you use this cream, because that's a load of crap. Another thing that I have been trying, today's the first day that I've tried it because it came in the mail just yesterday, but it's the Salt of the Earth natural deodorant, and it's a vanilla and lavender scent. And I found out about this through Anna Siccone's last favorites video, and it's a spray. It's just a clear spray. You shake it up first and you spray it under your arms, and it goes on completely clear. It doesn't dry white. It doesn't get on your clothes. Well, I haven't worn anything black with it yet, so maybe it does get on your clothes, but I used it today. I haven't started smelling yet, so I'm really hoping that this holds up because it's fantastic. It's starting to get really hot in Texas, and I have bought 3 pairs of maternity shorts, and I'm so glad that I did because they're perfect. I bought a size medium. I bought 3 pairs of shorts, and they're all size medium, and they're all from Motherhood Maternity, and they're all amazing prices. So I bought 3 washes. I bought a dark wash, a medium wash, and a light wash. So I'll start with the dark wash, which the company is Indigo Blue, and this is what they look like. They have the dark denim band, and this is what the wash looks like. They fold up twice like this. I hope I can keep them like this, because sometimes, you know, you put them in the wash and the folds never look the same. I really hope that I can keep them looking good. I might have to iron them, but I don't care because they're so flattering and they fit so nicely and they feel good, and I just wasn't expecting that at all. I didn't have high hopes after like the nightmare I've had with my jeans, but this is what the back pocket looks like. The band is just a dark blue, and they were only $34.98. To be honest with you, I can't really tell a difference in the wash of the other 2. One of them was supposed to be a light wash and one of them was supposed to be a dark wash. But I'm going to show you my Jessica Simpson ones. I wore these today when I went to run my errands, and these are $39. And the band is this nude color like this, and this is what the bottom of them look like. Aren't they adorable? They are shorty shorts, so your legs are going to be out there. So you're going to have to shave and you're going to have to tan, because if you're anything like me, your legs are not what they used to be. So here's what the pockets look like. They're just plain blank pockets, and they've got the little fringy at the bottoms. I think these are probably my medium wash. I think they're probably considered medium wash, but once again, Jessica Simpson from Motherhood Maternity. And my last pair are really, really, really cool. They are a $34.98. Size medium, and look at this band. How cool is that band? This one just kind of goes underneath your belly, and they also fold up. Once again, these are just so cute. I'm so glad I found these. I'm like genuinely obsessed. Here's what the pocket looks like, and they fold up. I am going to be doing a hospital bag, what's in my bag video, and that's going to be around 35 weeks. It's probably going to be at 35 weeks, hopefully, if everything goes as planned. But I've already started picking things up for it and doing research on what do I need to pack in my hospital bag, what are like the good things. So I have gone on Amazon and I've ordered I know that I'm going to probably be way overboard, and when I go to like my prepared childbirth class at the hospital, they're probably gonna say don't bring anything. But I have already bought a bunch of like sample sized stuff on Amazon and stuff that I'm gonna pack in my bag. You'll see the majority of it when I do that video, but some things I want to give a little bit more explanation for, and I'm not gonna have a lot of time to do that in my whole 35 weeks what's in my hospital bag video, so I want to talk about a couple of those things right now because they're already come in. Two things that I got are water wipes for Skyla because they have absolutely no chemicals in it and they're 99% water. Not only does Anna Ciccone recommend these, but they're also one of the top rated wipes for babies online, and I'm like really happy about this because you don't want to, you know, give birth and then right away just be slathering chemicals on your baby. That's awful. And at the same time, I got some intimate wipes for myself as well because I want to be keeping fresh down there as much as I can because I know it's going to be a bloodbath. The ones that I got for myself are the Natracare intimate wipes with the organic rose, calendula, and chamomile, and this is what they look like, and I'm showing them because these had the best ratings out of all the feminine wipes that I could find, and I read nothing but good things about them. Two people told me that this was good, and I was honestly, at first I thought it was kind of a joke, but two people told me that having a thermal spring water spray for their face really helped them out during labor and around just being in the hospital labor and delivery situation. Having a spring water to just spray on their face to like freshen them up and give them like a cool refreshing mist to the face felt really good and helped them get through labor. I started thinking like, okay, well, if it really is that good, I'm gonna just have it sitting there next to my hospital bed because, I mean, you can't really, I mean, why not? If they're saying it's that great, why not try it out? So I'm gonna have this in my hospital bag. All of this stuff I ordered on Amazon. I'm not going to bring this whole pack with me, but there are 3 here. I'm probably just going to bring 1 because I already have my hospital socks that I showed you in a previous video from Baby Be Mine, and I have another pair coming that is from JCPenney's. So I'm probably going to bring just one of these, probably just the gray ones, but they had this 3-pack when I was on Amazon, and I just couldn't refrain because I wear these around the house all the time anyway, and I thought they were really, really cute. They're just Noble Mount 3-pair women's plush slipper socks. Last thing I'll show you before my bump is this big bag of candy that I got on Amazon, and it's Eda's sugar-free mixed fruit hard candies. And the reason I'm putting some of these, obviously not the whole thing, but the reason I'm putting some of these in my hospital bag is because when I was reading like the list of things you should bring with you to the hospital, I read that keeping sugar-free hard candies with you helps your mouth not get dry during labor, and it just, for some reason, it was recommended. So once again, I looked around for some of the best sugar-free hard candies that taste the best, and these came up. Okay, I will show you my bump now. Here's what my bump looks like with clothes on. I'll lift this up because that is kind of hiding it. And here is the naked bump. I'm tan. It looks so much better when I'm tan. Thank you guys so much for watching my 30th week of pregnancy update. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And I will see you guys on Friday for my Foodie Friday update. Bye.